Hello, I thought I'd do something a bit different today. I thought I'd tell you my story because I always talk about systems and how to make your life easier and all the rest of it, but probably the backstory would explain a little bit of why I'm so obsessed with it. Because I see people doing things really like the long way around so often, and their lives could be so much more easier if they just put some things in place. And if you're against AI and robots and systems and things like that, I get it, but used in the right way, it is a game changer. So I went to uni a little bit late. I went in 2000 and summer. I was 25. Graduated in 2009 in interior design from the University of Salford. So obsessed with design, always have been. Driven my mum crazy when I was growing up because I was constantly moving out around all the rooms. So all furniture was all moved about and stuff like that. Learned about form follows function in uni and became obsessed with that. So learning how design is really important and the aesthetics of design is really important, but how you use that space or how you use that interface, it's more important than just making it look good. So we design the form, which is not an online form, designing the use of the system, and then we design the design and how it looks. So that is the studies that I did at university have fed into my life. Finished university in 2009. It was the crash. So I couldn't get a job, or I say I couldn't get a job. I couldn't be bothered waiting to get a job. It was more difficult than it should have been, probably. But if I'd have waited, I probably could have got a job. But I wanted money. I'd been skint for 3 years. I wanted a bit of money. So I got a job in print. Worked in print, kind of bullied them into getting into the interior side of it because I felt like I was wasting my degree. So we printed on soft furnishings, floors, curtains, cushions, that kind of thing. And I managed the website while I was there. And then fast forward to 2017, I was 5 months pregnant and they told me I was being made redundant. So not a bad thing, it's what I wanted. I didn't want to work for anybody. Work felt like a prison. So it made sense to stay in web just because it meant that I could work from home and bring up my daughter and do the school run and all that sort of thing, because I felt like I'd missed out on that with my oldest. So started the business. And as I say, I'd brought in this sort of form follows function into all the websites and I was dead proud of it. And then I'd speak to clients in 12 months and they'd be like, I don't know whether I've made a profit on it. I don't know if anyone's inquired. Don't know. But in that time, I'd obviously had the baby, started the business, and I'd optimized everything in my life to kind of within an inch of its life because there was a newborn and there was a business and they were both brand new and they both needed all of my attention all of the time in my brain. So yeah, it was about making things work and being efficient. And I did that in my business. Lots of Zapier links and lots of confusion and lots of learning and lots of kind of just cocking things up in general, including parenthood. But business was alive, kids were both alive, we were winning. And then learning all about those optimizations and how it had benefited my business, it made sense to bring it into people's businesses for them, because who doesn't want a bit of optimization? People then knew whether they was making a return on the work that I'd done with them, and they were more efficient in the business, and it saved them so much time, and saved them on the complication of building these systems and making things work for them. Fast forward then another few more years, about 4 years ago, I found my system. And that was another game changer because it meant that I could take Zapier out of the equation, which made it simpler again because it's consolidated into one system. And that's where we work on optimizing people's systems and businesses and making things work. So we work from the foundation. We work from sort of what their clients need, how their clients buy from them, and so on and so forth. It's already a 5-minute video. I'm not going to go into all that, but we work on how the buyers buy and then the communication process, and then we build everything else around it. So we work from a solid foundation. And generally the idea is that we build it once and then it's just maintained. We're saving people a lot of time in the business. We're probably saving people 10 to 15 hours a week. And we're helping them make more sales by making the processes and making them look better online and through communication. If you don't think you need systems in your business, you're probably wrong. You might think that you're really efficient, but I would challenge you actually to come onto a one-to-one with me or on a Zoom meeting, and I will probably show you where there are some bottlenecks that you can fix in your business, because there's still some in mine and I've been doing it for 8 years. So things change all the time. Technology changes all the time, and AI has absolutely boosted efficiency in my business. So yeah, if you would be interested in a one-to-one, and I can show you exactly where the bottlenecks are within your business and where you could be earning more money, and where you could be increasing your clients and your client base rather than losing money, or probably losing inquiries that you don't even know you're losing just because of failed systems. I will put a link in the comments, and I will wait to speak to you. I'll see you soon.